We just got out of the bus to take photos over, that's Florence behind us. This one's got pistachio. I got chocolate and strawberry. This is gelato number 3 of Italy so far. We're doing our walking tour right now of Florence.
Another glass of wine, you know it's time. 3, 2, 1. We're kind of shooting stars on the side of my bed, and now your lips tattooed on the side of my neck.
We just had our tour of like the leather factory, but it was actually like a leather jewelry shop because Florence is also famous for gold. The woman who was like giving the introduction on the gold thing was made to be a salesperson. Like she just
teach a course.
I was so intrigued to her just talking about like the products that she was selling.
She almost got me buying a $108 chain that I will never wear.
Now we're gonna try and find H&M because we need a bathing suit for the excursion tomorrow. I'm trying to get a nice bathing suit because they never have any nice ones that I can find in Canada. Should we get gelato? Hold on. Anyway,
Little detour.
I got the Dragiatelli, it was pronounced, and pineapple. What did you get?
I got mango and strawberry.
I have got a gelato every day we've been in Italy so far. So we're on day 4 of Italy. I'm on gelato 4. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel glamorous just like eating more gelato.
I'm feeling significantly less glamorous. I should have grabbed a napkin. I just made a quick detour because I saw some tote bags I hadn't seen before. And I got this little one for Florence. I think I'm headed towards the water and the bridge that we were on earlier. And she said if you cross that bridge, it becomes less touristy and you get some better restaurants. My allergies are probably screaming for a break, but every time I pass these flowers, I absolutely insist on sniffing them. I'm going to go look for some food on the authentic side of Florence, assuming that I'm there right now. Not one Italian has offered to let me ride on the back of their Vespa yet, so just a little disappointed. And I was just thinking how strange it is that like at home, I've never gone out of my way to go to a restaurant and book a table alone. Now I've done it in multiple foreign countries, some of which I don't speak the language, but I think I was just saying about Florence how interesting it is. You walk down just like a regular narrow street and come across some really unexpected things. I was just pulled into that museum by the fact there was like ticking of an old clock and colorful lights and spooky music. That was a completely unexpected detour. I keep looking down because this is how small the sidewalk is I'm walking on. It felt strange to take, is that a vintage bookstore? It felt strange to start taking pictures in there because the whole thing felt like a fever dream. I'm just leaving my hostel. It says it's a 30-minute walk to get to the location they pick us up and we have to be there 15 minutes early. So that should still give me a 15-minute buffer just in case because I'm an anxious girly and I like to be on time. It is still, if you can believe it, 35 degrees. I'm jumping over waves for a minimal gaze. Running up the top, but they say it's a phase. Taking down costs, making up ground like we live in the way. We don't stop. As that's the end of the instructions, I guess we just go for it.
Right now, we'll squeeze the baby. God help us. We might need an exorcist or something like that.
So interesting to prepare gelato with liquid nitrogen because it takes a very short time to prepare the gelato. Okay, let's start! No! Here it is! This one is safe. What are you doing? This one is...
I was testing you.
Feels very familiar.
Oh, it's really good. This pizza's really good, but I also can't take credit for it because I screwed up the base when I flipped it and the guy had to make the base for me again. Oh, really? Don't go wasting! This cooking class actually ran until 10 p.m. I had about a 40-minute walk back to my hostel with no Google Maps or GPS. If you watched literally any of the other Europe vlogs or know me in general, I have the worst sense of direction. I was starting to panic a little bit about navigating this city I don't know. I was starting to get a little worked up about it. This woman, she was a complete stranger up until 5 hours before this. She walked 20 minutes in the opposite direction of her hotel using her Google Maps to make sure I felt safe getting back to my hostel. Her name was Karen. She was from California, and she said that her youngest daughter was just about my age and she would want someone to do the same thing for her daughter if she felt unsafe in a different country. That night and Florence in general was one of the best memories of my entire month in Europe. So if Karen, you ever see this, I appreciate you.
Okay, so I know it's 2 in the morning, but just because I'm texting you doesn't mean anything. I just want to see you. And if you could hit me back, though.
So we just got to the first island. We're just taking pictures. The train was the hottest, sweatiest ride of all of our lives. Obsessed with how the water is sparkling. It is very Mamma Mia. Pizza with pesto, it's so good. I'm so excited. We got our little private spot. That's the literal ocean. I'm losing my mind. I can't remember the last time I was in the ocean. I swear it was like 7 years ago. I'm living my Mamma Mia dream. We ended up having pina coladas, so we got pina coladas to drink on the Italian coast. Life is really good right now.
It's got pesto and mozzarella and tomatoes.
You got some
delicious.
flour on your nostril.
I probably do.
We're living our Italian summer dream. This moment, capture it and put it in a bottle. I want to relive this moment over and over again. We just had like the best dinner. The waiter was super funny and he gave us a free bottle of wine.